Hey guys, so the gospel this Sunday is made up of two parables, and they're both making comparisons of the kingdom of heaven. So the first one is talking about someone who plants a seed, and then he goes about his business, doing stuff night and day, and the seed's growing, and he doesn't know how. And it says that like he sees a seed germinating, and then sees the ear of corn and the full ear of corn, and then he can eat it. And I think that this is very relevant to our own daily life. Many times, like in our relationships, maybe there's moments where we need to, put our part and then just wait for the response of the other. They can choose to process what we've said. They can choose to respond in the way that we said, but we've put our part. Or maybe perhaps when we're learning something. Actually, I just finished an exam. And you know what? While I was writing the exam, I realized, I really learned a lot this semester. Sometimes when we're in the middle of it all, when we have the growing pains, we can't see the whole picture, we're just like, where are we going? But you know what? Learning takes time as well. It's this process. And then also maybe like when we have prayer or petitions or, we're waiting for something to happen. We're waiting for our prayer to be answered. You know what? All these things have something in common. It's trusting or collaborating in a mystery. Because many times we need to put our part. Many times we need to trust. Many times we need to just let go, let things be. But there's another part that's really important, is to really believe and to really trust in the mystery. Because, sometimes maybe we don't know where we're going. But, when something's offered in love, when something's offered, in trust, full trust with God, the mystery is something that will be fulfilled. This is something that this reading promises. And then the second part of the scripture about the parable of the seed. So first it made a comparison of the kingdom of heaven with someone who sows. And now it's with a seed. And not just any seed, but the scripture says it's one of the smallest of seeds. The smallest of seeds is a mustard seed. And I don't know if you've eaten mustard sauce before, but it is potent. So these little seeds, not only are they potent, but it says in the scripture that they can grow into one of the biggest of shrubs that there are. So big that it gives, its branches gives a place for the birds to rest. It gives shade, I guess, also for those who are below. It's a place, it's a source of life. It will produce more seeds so that more trees can grow as well. And I think many times in life, we can think that those little things in our lives, maybe those little struggles, or maybe those things that we aren't so good at, or maybe even our wounds, all these small things, we can think, they don't serve for much. What will they be? But this is also another invitation to another mystery, to realize, nothing is too small for God. Nothing is too broken, nothing is too irrelevant, according to our standards, for him to be able to do something big and to really, even to be able to convert, to change these things into sources of life, into sources of rest for others. So the invitation this Sunday, as we read these two parables, is to take the seat like the disciples did. It says at the very end of these two parables that Jesus explained to them what he meant afterwards in private. So the invitation is to ask Jesus in private with him to explain what are these mysteries that he is inviting us to enter into. What risks he may be asking us to take in collaborating with the mystery, being like the sower, giving our part, trusting. Or perhaps being this seed and trusting that little thing that we offer him has a lot of potential in his eyes. We just need to collaborate and believe. So guys, this is my prayer for you this Sunday, and I hope that you can continue to grow in trust, to grow in faith, that with God, his mysteries are faithful and true, and he will bring them to the end. See you. Happy Sunday.